For our second review of modifier usage, we're going to be talking about how you should place the modifiers next to what they're modifying. Now, that's kind of common sense, but when you're writing or when you're speaking, you just do what automatically comes to your head and you don't really think, well, is this modifier next to what it's talking about? And again, when we do that, when we don't take the time to really think about what we're trying to say, we end up sounding silly, and people can take what we're saying and interpret it in a way that we're not intending for them to interpret it. So our second rule with single word modifiers is that you want to place single word modifiers, modifying phrases, and modifying clauses in positions that clearly indicate what they modify. So they go next to or very near to the words that they modify. Improper placement can cause some funny misreadings. So I've given several examples over the next couple of slides of improper placement of modifiers and then how we can revise it so it can make more sense. So the first improper placement says, now that they were married, she destroyed photographs of boyfriends that she had dated reluctantly. So did she date boyfriends reluctantly? Based on that sentence, that's kind of what we're getting from it, that whoever she is, she reluctantly dated. But we're not saying that she reluctantly dated. We're trying to say she reluctantly destroyed photographs. So we would change it to, now that they were married, she reluctantly destroyed the photographs of boyfriends that she had dated. Another improper placement is the Christmas lights were lovely to Jana hanging from the tree. So Jana must be an extremely tiny person to be able to hang from a Christmas tree. But that's not what we're meaning. So we need to change it to Jana, the Christmas lights hanging from the tree were lovely. Another improper placement is, I left the box of cookies that I had baked in my car. So did you bake your cookies in your car? I mean, I know they make some fancy vehicles these days, but I don't know of any that have an oven in them. So it'd be a little difficult for you to bake cookies in your car. So you need to change that to, in my car, I left the box of cookies I had baked. And here's just another cartoon showing how misplaced modifiers can cause silly images within your listener or reader's head. It says, today I saw a man riding a motorcycle with a broken leg. Or was it a man with a broken leg who was riding a motorcycle? No, it was the first one for sure. So you just have to be sure to boost your modifier where it needs to go. For your practice, you're going to revise the following sentences, putting modifiers in the proper place. You will have to write the sentences for these. And I would like to do one together. It's not on here, so you'll just have to listen. The incorrect sentence is, she purchased a wedding gown from a designer with a 10-foot train. Based on that sentence, I see a girl holding a wedding dress, and then the person who designed it is standing like opposite her, and the designer is wearing a 10-foot train. For some of you who may not know what that is, in a wedding dress, it is a piece of fabric that extends past the dress, and it is sometimes can be extremely long. So all it is a piece of fabric that extends from the dress, from a wedding dress. So that's what I see, and I'm pretty sure we don't mean to say that the designer has a 10-foot train on. We're meaning to say that the wedding dress is the one with the 10-foot train. So we would revise that by writing, she purchased a wedding gown with a 10-foot train from a designer.